especially that one. There's also a light right here. Like if the water pump, like the tank go low on fluid, this light will start flashing. Because the way the car is tuned, the timing and everything's advanced to accept the water methanol. So you don't have that water meth going in, you blow your engine up. If you didn't have a fail safe, that is.
Right. Alrighty, everyone. Welcome to Automotive Anatomy. Today we have Jeremy. Jeremy, his beautiful Prelude.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much. Sorry, my hands are cold, a little cold, but thank you for making some time for us, man.
Yeah. Hey, been in my DMs for a couple months. So.
yes. It's been hard to find the right time, but
no doubt.
Man, tell us, what do you drive, man?
Well, this is my '92 Honda Prelude SI. There's actually 3 trim models. This is the middle one, the SI. They have the base model, which comes with the F22 single cam, like an Accord. And then the SI model, this originally came with an H23 non-VTEC. It was pretty torquey, I liked it. And then they have, of course, the VTEC model, the H22, which is the most desirable, the BB1 or the BB4 model. So anyways, this is my BB2, which is the code for the SI. Just last month, I've had it for 10 years.
Wow, 10 years.
February of 2009, I picked it up in Los Angeles. Found it on Craigslist. My buddy Esteban actually helped me drive me down there. He had a Prelude too at the time. And we checked it out. It was a second owner. The guy used it mostly for commuting. It was all stock. It was black when I originally bought it. Although the car was originally red from the dealership. I guess from the first owner, I guess there was a mishap. Small fender bender, and the first owner was a female. She painted the whole car black. So the second owner got it black, and then when I bought it, it was black. And besides that, before this, I had a '97 Honda Prelude.
Okay.
I had that one for 5 years, 2004 to 2009, and then I actually kind of crashed it on the freeway. And I kept the car, bought it out for insurance. So when I bought this car, I bought it with the intentions of swapping over the engine, the transmission, 5-lug swap, the glass moonroof. And yeah, it's been quite a ride. This is the first car I learned how to do an engine swap. I mean, pretty much all the stuff. I ripped out the whole interior. I've added JDM digital climate control. I used to have JDM power folding mirrors. I did all that myself. Besides the paint and the bodywork, I've done everything myself. The wiring, the swapping. I didn't install the tires. I went to a tire shop. But I try to do as much as I can myself because, not that I want to save money. I just like the learning experience.
Right.
And I'm very meticulous, so I don't think someone's going to treat it the same way I would treat it.
Definitely not.
And then I came across this, and I figured, I still have my other Prelude. I could
Might as well
have the engine. I have the transmission, because this had about, I would say, 205,000 miles in the chassis when I bought it.
Wow.
High miles.
That's a lot.
But it was well kept. The interior was
Mint.
and the outside was nice. The engine bay was still red when you popped the hood because, like I said, it was originally a red car. But besides that, the paint job, the black paint job was really good on it. They did the door jambs and everything, so that was nice. I don't know, I got this car and I just fell in love with it.
And so what do you have going on in the front?
Well, the front, I guess the first thing you see is the carbon fiber hood with the aero catch hood flush mount, or the
Hood pins?
Yeah, the hood pins, I'm sorry. And with those, I added titanium hardware too to kind of give them that little extra zing. The hood itself is a VIS brand.
Okay.
When it comes to Preludes, there's not like a lot of aftermarket support. Like I don't have Jay's Racing, I don't have Spoon Sports,
Right.
So the only real like authentic JDM hood you could buy is the June hood, which is like $1,400. But another downfall with the June hoods is fiberglass, and I actually wanted like a carbon fiber look when I was shopping for a hood. So I weighed out my options, was with Cybon or VIS, and this was the only one I can find where the vent was actually like indented. All the other ones was raised up, kind of like Jay's Racing.
You don't like that look?
I didn't really like that style. This one to me was more OEM-ish. Okay. And I needed the vent for the supercharger and for the heat exchange and everything. Cool. Besides that, we have the headlights. These are actually the JDM, the Stanley black housing headlights. I modified them, put a TSX retrofit with the Demon Eye LED, and then
Nice.
for the high beam, I actually modified that with the I think it's a second gen Integra fog light, the yellow capsule.
Really?
Yeah,
Nice.
glued that on there, and then on the outside is the Azek eyelid. A lot of people ask about that. This is part of they had a full kit.
And that's part of the duct as well, right?
Yeah,
So
originally, like on a stock Prelude, you would see like a little grill right here. And on Prelude world, we call them nostrils because there's two of them. And there's like a one line or two line, and they don't have like this wrap around.
Right.
So this is kind of like changes the whole look of the car in my opinion. It's a lot more aggressive. The bumper is basically stock bumper. I have this for the license plate. In California, we got to have front license plate. So I came across this titanium Powerhouse Amuse bracket. And it's actually like a universal fitment, so it wasn't that hard to modify it to fit the front bumper. And then I got this little bracket from like, I don't know, Pet Boys or something. So that's cool because, you know, a little bit of foam back here so it doesn't scratch anything.
Nice. And then again, your touch of the titanium little bolts.
Yeah, I haven't done these ones yet, but I pretty much try to do titanium bolts on as much as car as I can.
Cool. And then what kind of front lip is that?
This is actually an Aero Magic. Now this isn't, I have the authentic Aero Magic lip. It's inside my garage. But this is one that Big Mike had made for his car. So it's a one-of-one carbon fiber. And he had made some like replica fiberglass ones that he sold to the community as well. And so he did offer other people to buy this lip, but no one wanted to buy it. And it was pretty pricey at the time too. So I jumped on it because I have an authentic one, and I kind of wanted a backup one in case my authentic one broke, because it's super rare to get the authentic one. I actually drove to Las Vegas to buy it. But this one, luckily, Big Mike was local. So I've been using this lip for quite a while now.
That's beautiful.
And attached to the lip, I have the EK9 ARC Magic winglets. Kind of help it, little splitters, help protect the bottom. And these things are tough as nails.
Okay.
And besides looks, I mean, they're pretty strong.
Yeah, that's a nice little touch look. And what's the color of the car?
The color of the car is Shoreline Blue Pearl.
And you stripped the whole entire, I know engine bay, but then the interior as well?
No, not the interior.
Okay, so just the engine
because
bay.
with the interior, my goal was to always have full interior. And I never planned to get like a cage or stripped interior.
Okay, well, that's fine.
And I actually do plan to go back over the interior though with this stuff called POR 15.
Okay.
It's like a black rust preventive protective stuff. And when I do that, it will pretty much blend in everything, the black and the the blue combo that I have going on.
Right.
I have the Hello horns. Now these, I actually got them 8 years ago when they only came in red. And those are the same ones. So I actually had the faces powder coated like this electric blue color to match. That was just recently because I kept them red for a long time and I just wanted to change them up instead of buying new ones. And then also I have the Jdm Fob Lights with the aftermarket carbon fiber bezel.
Wow.
Which is basically just molded off the OEM bezel. Just to match like the hood and the lip.
Wow.
Now, if you look under here, a lot of people don't notice, there's an oil cooler. And that's a ARC oil cooler from an R32.
So you practically drive a Skyline.
Pretty much. There's a couple Skyline parts.
Nice.
These are also aftermarket too from a Jdm Prelude. Originally, they come in orange and amber in the USDM market.
Wow.
And I think that's pretty much it on the front end.
Wow, that's quite a bit.
Wheel and tire setup right now. Now this car's been through a lot of wheels and tire setups, but right now I'm kind of doing more like the show, not necessarily stance I would say, but just kind of flush look. These particular wheels are Advan RG2s. There's a super bright chrome finish. I have 205/40s in the front, and the tires are actually staggered 215/40s in the back. The reason I have this stretch tire in the front is just because I have my suspension all the way dropped, and anything bigger I would be pretty much popping
Destroying
my fender out.
destroying the fender.
And I don't really want bacon fenders, or I don't want to. I thought about airbags, but what I plan to do with the car in the future, I'm gonna probably do more functional things. So I'm probably gonna raise it up and get different wheel tire setup.
Beef your tire more functional. Speaking of suspension, what kind of suspension do you have?
BC Racing coilovers.
BC Racing.
And that's the extreme drop kit with the Swift Spring upgrade.
Oh, okay. So comfort, but still low. Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Now, if you look at the big brake kit, it's an endless big brake kit, and that's modified from the DC2 Type R Integra. And these are actually Prelude rotors, one piece. that I got to made. I had to shave my hub a little bit to fit it.
Right.
And then I have the endless brake pads, endless brake lines. Lug nuts right now is Project Kick titanium, or the seven sided to prevent theft with a special key. Now I do want to get the Muse titanium lug nuts in the future, but $700 for the set is kind of. And plus I've noticed that they fade too on some guys, so I'm kind of iffy on that right now. These are not titanium, they're steel. They're just a titanium color coating.
The coat, yeah.
So this steel is actually, in my opinion, I really like the steel lug nuts, because I've had like aluminum lug nuts and those things are horrible. I never actually owned titanium lug nuts, so I can't really compare. But I'm gonna try set out one day and see. Right now though, I've had these for almost like 8 years, and they're just, the color is still good on them. I like them.
Yeah,
no reason to upgrade them.
Yeah. And then these are your other wheels, right? That you usually roll with.
And these wheels are actually the same exact specs, 17x9 with the 22 offset.
So really.
And the same tires. I run the same exact tires on both sets of wheels. 205/40 in the front, Falcon Xeni, 205/15 or 215/40 in the rear. Yeah, the fenders are JDM fenders.
Okay.
I originally had USDM fenders, and I cut the holes myself, and they weren't straight. And then when I went to this place that was closing down in LA that imported engines and parts, I managed to pick up the fenders and the rear bumper for a pretty good price.
Oh, okay. So you didn't cut the bumper. That one's actually.
No, and this the main way you can tell, it doesn't have the side marker like the USDM ones.
Oh,
like on Preludes and Accords, they have a side marker right here.
Oh, okay. Cool. And what kind of side skirts are these?
These are actually Caminari, which is an American company.
Oh, okay. Specific for these model?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Caminari makes kits for Preludes, for Civics, for a lot of cars.
Okay.
They've been around for a long time.
Okay.
And I picked these ones up secondhand, and then I got the badges from another buddy that bought the kit brand new, and they gave him like an extra set of badges.
Sweet.
So the kit's actually all different. If you look at the rear is actually Hero or Hero. I think it's pronounced Hero. Rear valances, and originally they had like a line that went in here, like an indentation that like matched their whole kit, because they have side skirts in the front lip.
Right.
And the wing.
You took it out.
But I had
Shaved it.
My body guy shave it to like make it more
just cleaner.
Airstream. Yeah.
Wow. Cool. And then tell us about the window visors. And
these are actually authentic Prelude ones. You can see the insignia, because they do have like WeatherTech aftermarket, and these have been, discontinued for years and years.
Find them.
And then so I had like 2 sets before this, and they're just in really bad condition because plastic doesn't last. So I got this set on the Japanese auctions for around $120.
Not bad.
And it was in the best shape I've seen them in, so I managed to polish them up a little bit and use them.
Cool. And then you say you did switch the...
Yeah, the sunroof. This is actually from my old Prelude, because these cars come with a metal sunroof, and they actually tend to rust because the water gets in underneath the rubber. So over the years they'll rust out. So what a lot of guys do is they swap over from the newer Preludes, these glass moonroofs.
No modification needed?
Just the brackets. You re-drill the holes.
Oh, okay.
And if you notice, like, it doesn't sit all the way flush. And there's a way to like fix that if you drop the assembly and add washers to it, but it doesn't bother me that much.
Okay, cool.
And this moonroof actually has sentimental value because it's from my first Prelude.
Right.
So I've had it since 2004. This same moonroof.
15 years with you, strong, nice.
And then the mirrors too. These are actually Vision mirrors. And Vision only made them for this model Prelude. They never made them for the newer Preludes or the older Preludes. And they're super rare. You can't buy them new anymore. And when they do pop up for sale, it's like $400 to $500.
And people jump on them right
and
away.
They're gone instantly. There's actually a couple of guys that PM me. They're like, hey, when you park your car out, I want those mirrors. There's like a waiting list. That's how popular these mirrors are. It's crazy because the main thing isn't the mirror itself, it's the base plate. Because no one produced these base plates. And because if you've seen like an OEM Prelude mirror, it's all formed. You can't, this is like a custom piece.
So it doesn't look janky.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then when I had the car painted, I got all new moldings, front windshield molding, side moldings, which now these are all discontinued.
Oh, wow.
I called Honda, you can't get none of them anymore. Even the rear molding for this.
Yeah, I'm weird. I like moldings. I love moldings. What about the rear window visor?
This is actually a custom piece too. Back in the day, I think 2006, there was a group buy on Honda Tech, and they made about 10 of these, and that was it. Some guy, you know, he had like a shop. He made them out of fiberglass because you can't find this style anymore. They have other styles where like it's just all black plastic, like these,
Yeah.
and it flares up.
And it's not even like that. It's a different plastic. It's yeah. Gotcha.
So this is actually, a lot of people, you know, ask me about this too, and there's a couple guys that they want to purchase this if I ever, you know, park the
So
car
there's a
out.
waiting list for everything in this car.
And then if you notice too, the third brake light, I might have to step on the brake pedal, but that's actually the JDM light up Prelude. Can you see it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's actually from the JDM model. Obviously, it doesn't come stock.
Oh wow, that's cool.
They make those for like Integra, Civics.
Very very subtle little detail. Cool. So let's make our way in the back. So you said aftermarket JDM bumper, so that way the fog is there
Well,
perfectly.
the fog actually didn't come on this bumper. I added it. This bumper was all just like blank.
Oh, okay.
Because this is actually like a European option.
Oh, right.
So if it was JDM, it would have been on the right side because the right-hand drive. But what's cool about these bumpers is they have the template inside on both sides. And you have a Dremel tool and a steady hand. It's pretty easy.
And then trunk wing.
Trunk is the same brand as the hood, VIS Racing.
Mm-hmm.
And if you notice, it's actually really good fitment. I was surprised. I mean,
Yeah, it's always a
hit and miss.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard with them. But I've had good luck. I mean, if you look at the hood too, the hood fits pretty good.
fits pretty good. Yeah. And the wing.
Well, the wing, obviously, my favorite company, ARC Magic. The wing didn't really look like this when I bought it. It came from Japan. I got it on the auctions. These brackets, and this was all silver, like silver anodized.
Mm-hmm.
And then this was more like a glossier black, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
So I had it powder coated, like a flat black color. And then I added all these titanium bolts from the same guy that West Coast Fasteners. He does all my titanium, like all my titanium hardware and everything. And then I added new decals to, you know, make it pop.
Oh, that's great, man. That's awesome. And then tell us about your exhaust system.
The exhaust system is actually from a Evo 3, just the muffler, or I would say the actual back.
Mm-hmm.
It's
ARC, right?
ARC titanium, full titanium. The rest of the exhaust is actually stainless steel. And the future, what I'm going to do in the future is get some titanium piping together and then have someone build the full exhaust system. Now what you're looking at down there is Tanabe rear sway bar. Now originally that was red, but I want to powder coated like candy blue to match the rest of the car.
Mm-hmm.
And then the bottom DC tie bar is for Prelude. Now the upper one is actually not for Prelude. A lot of people ask me, you know, why do you have two tie bars, or how do you get two tie bars like other Prelude guys? But it's actually from a Civic.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of weird that like I found this out because another Prelude guy bought it, and he's like, I bought the wrong tie bar. You know, he's all mad. He wants his money back. And I was like, whoa, that fits up there. I was like, I'll buy it off you because I already had this bottom one.
So you just wanted to add another.
Yeah, because I mean, look down there. It's kind of unique. It looks cool.
Yeah.
It might not do much, but and if you also notice too, I had the Megan toe arms.
Mm-hmm.
Those are useful for adjusting your camber because the stock toe arms are not adjustable. And with the Prelude, you don't really have much, like very many aftermarket. There's no, there's nothing for the rear lower control arms or the front lower control arms. No aftermarket company.
No support, huh?
I was gonna get them chrome, but that's about all I can do with them.
The taillights. What does that cover?
That's actually the same as the headlight cover. It's Aztec.
Oh, okay.
And these are called Aztec Shadows.
Oh.
And these are extremely rare.
Mm.
Like you can, they do like make, obviously Thailand makes replicas.
Right.
Thailand, you know, they make replicas of everything. But when you look at the replica, they just, it doesn't, you can tell right away the fitment and the quality.
It's not there.
Like this one, you know, it's pretty streamlined, just like the headlight covers.
Mm-hmm.
And then also this, I got a pair of aftermarket taillights that had the clear, because usually this is orange. So I opened these stock ones up, opened up the aftermarket ones, and then switched to just the inner diffuser to give it that all clear look. But I still have the orange bulbs inside.
That's awesome, man.
And then also for this too, I have these cool little Endless bulb covers. These are pretty rare to get. They don't make these anymore because Endless recently like changed their logo design.
Oh, okay.
Due to like counterfeit and other stuff. So a lot of this stuff with the older logo is getting like really hard to find.
Just little pieces that you're probably not gonna part ways with.
No, because I tried getting more of these and I can only get 3 of them. So I still have one extra one that's sitting there, but I was able to at least use 2 of them.
That's awesome, man.
And also on the bottom, I did add like a rear diffuser. Not much, but just kind of more for looks than anything. Just to like give something in between the rear valance.
And that's from where?
That was just an eBay, like universal.
Okay. Okay.
Nothing fancy. Because,
Thanks.
I mean, I don't really like, I didn't build this car with track in mind. But maybe one day.
We're moving towards that, so it's gonna be crazy.